Okay, so for the third week of our class, our topic is about operations with rational algebraic expressions. And for the first day of our discussion, we have the multiplication. But at the end of the week, you learners are expected to recall multiplying and dividing fractions. Also, you have to recall adding and subtracting similar fractions. And you're also expected to perform the indicated operations on rational algebraic expression and apply factoring and loss of exponent in the operations with rational algebraic expressions. For your learning task 2, or what's in, tell whether the given product is the correct answer for each fraction. So, you're going to tell whether it is true or false na ito nga ba talaga yung product ng fractions na given. So, for number 1, we have 3/4 times 8 over 9. Again, 3/4 times 8 over 9 is 2/3 the correct product for this fraction. Okay, the answer is true. So, how come na 2/3 ang naging product nito? So, remember that in multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So, 3 times 8 is 24 and 4 times 9 is 36. And when we look for the simplified form of this product, they are both divisible by 12. So, 24 divided by 12 is 2 and 36 divided by 12 is 3. That is why the simplified form of the product of the given fraction is 2/3. And also, aside from multiplying numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, then you simplify, we can also do the cross cancellation by finding out the common factor among the numerator and denominator of each fraction. So, like this one. So, cross cancellation naman tayo. Kung dun sa factoring ng general trinomial A is greater than 1, may cross multiplication. Dito, may cross cancellation. So, that means, if we have a common factor from the numerator of the first fraction and denominator of the second fraction, so we can cancel it out. Like this one, we have 3. Then, here, for the denominator of the first fraction and numerator of the second fraction, there is also a common factor which is 4. Then the remaining factors will be the one that we're going to multiply. So we have 1 times 2 is 2 and then 1 times 3 is 3. So, ginagawa natin to, cross cancellation, to make sure that our final answer will be already simplified. Pero minsan may mga nakakalusot pa rin, lalo na kung mali yung greatest common factor na na-factor out natin sa bawat numerator and denominator. Okay? So, let's have the second one. 5 over 8 and 2/3 is 7 over 11 the product for these fractions. So, the answer is false. So, let's see why is it false. Okay? So, again, we multiply the numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So, that means 5 times 2, we have 10, and 8 times 3 is equals to 24. And if we simplify this, they are both divisible by 2, so we have 5 over 12. Or again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, we can do the cross cancellation. Kung may makita tayo na factors among the numerator of the first fraction and denominator of the second fraction, or vice versa. So, in this example, we have 2 and 8. They have common factor which is 2, so we can cancel that out. So, 5 times 1, that will be 5, and 4 times 3, that will be 12. And this is the simplified form of the product of the given fraction. Okay, so how about in multiplying rational algebraic expressions itself? So the product of two fractions is a fraction whose numerator is the product of the numerators. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, numerator times numerator. And then the denominator is the product of the denominators of the fraction. So we multiply denominator by denominator. So can we apply these steps in multiplying rational algebraic expression? The answer is yes. So, the steps in multiplying rational algebraic expressions, we have number 1, factor the numerator and the denominator of the RAEs. So, kailangan daw pala muna nating i-factor ang numerator and denominator. Again, the purpose of factoring it is to make sure that the product will be in its simplified form. And then we have number 2, divide out common factors among numerators and denominators. So, kung meron tayong nakita sa first fraction natin or first RAE natin, may makakancel na, and then sa second RAE, may makakancel na, or the cross cancellation, pwede natin gawin yun. Then we have number 3, multiply the numerator by the numerator and denominator by the denominator. So, kung ano yung natira dun sa pag-cancel out natin, yun yung ating imumultiply. Or, etong dalawang step na to ay pwedeng magkabaligtad. So, pwede namang mag-multiply muna tayo bago tayo mag-divide out. But still, at the end of the steps, kailangan natin, ang product natin ay nasa simplified form. Tandaan nyo, ang product dapat po palaging nasa simplified form. So, let's have the first example. We have here 8x squared all over 3y to the 6th power times 9y to the 8th power all over 24x. So, again, first step is to factor. But since this is monomials naman na, so pwedeng proceed na tayo sa step 2. We can divide out common factors. Again, pwedeng dito mismo sa ating first RAE may makakancel at sa ating pangalawang RAE may makakancel, or pwede namang by cross cancellation. Like for example, we have here, ayan, 8 and 24. Na-cancel natin siya kasi common sa kanila ang 8. So, 8 divided by 8 is 1, 24 divided by 8 is 3. Then, we have also x squared and x, common sa kanila yon. So, x squared and x, and GCMF nila is x. So, x squared divided by x, the answer is x, and then x divided by x is equals to 1. Also, we can cross-cancel a greatest common factor here. So, ano yon? 9 and 3, divisible sila pareho by 3. So, 9 divided by 3, we have 3. 3 divided by 3, we have 1. And then, for y to the 8th power divided by y to the 6th power, so, ang common factor nila ay y to the 6th power. So, pag nag-cancel out tayo dyan, may matitira dito sa numerator na y to the 2nd power, and then dito sa denominator, may matitira na lang na 1. So, multiply na natin yung mga natira. That is the step number 3. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, pwede magkapalit yun. We have 1 times x is x, and then 1 times 1 is 1. Then, here, we have 3 times y squared is equals to 3y squared, and then 3 times 1 is 3. And then, kung titingnan nyo po yung naging product natin, meron pa tayong pwedeng makancel. Tama po ba? So, we can cancel out itong dalawang 3 na to. Dahil greatest common factor nila yan. So, that will be 1 and 1. So, ano na lang natira? We have x times y squared. The answer is xy squared, and then 1 times 1 is 1. So, the final answer for our first example is xy squared. So, pwede nang alisin natin yung denominator na yun. So, whole number, kumbaga, yung naging final answer natin. Okay? Okay. So, let's have example number 2. So, kagaya nung nasa number 1, monomials din lamang. Proceed na tayo sa cancellation or cross cancellation. We have 32 and 8. Divisible sila both by 8. So, this will become 4 and this will become 1. How about in this numerator and denominator? So, we have 3b squared, b to the 4th. Common sa kanila yung b. Ang kanilang greatest common factor is b squared. So, divide out natin yung b squared. This will become 1 and this will become b squared. So, ano na yung natira? Sa first fraction natin, we have 4b squared. Sa second fraction natin or second RAE natin, we have 3 times 1 is 3 all over 1. And then, if we multiply these two, we have 4 times 3 is 12, and then b squared times 1 is b squared. Then, this will be our final answer for example number 2. So, ganyan lang po yung gagawin natin kapag monomials yung given natin sa ating multiplication of RAE. But how about in this example? Meron na tayong binomials. Again, binomials. Bakit? Kasi meron tayong dalawang term. So, ano na yung mga kailangan natin gawin? Ganun pa rin yung step. Una, we have to factor. So, tingnan natin, ano nga ba yung factors? May factors nga ba to? So, natatandaan ba kung paano mag-factor? Unang tinatanong is there a GCMF? May GCMF ba tayo dito sa ating numerator? So, x squared minus y squared. Wala tayong common factor, di po ba? How about, is it binomial or trinomial? So, dahil nga 2 terms lang yan, we have a binomial. Now, dun sa binomial, meron lang tayong dalawang pagpipilian. Difference of 2 squares ba siya since minus yan? Or difference of 2 cubes? So, dahil squared yung nakalagay dyan, so ibig sabihin, difference of 2 squares ang meron tayo. So, now, what are the factors of x squared minus y squared by DOTS? So, meron tayong x plus y multiplied to x minus y. Now, sa denominator natin, kung napansin nyo, meron tayong 16. And then, dun sa numerator ng pangalawang RAE natin, meron tayong 4. So, common din sa kanila yung 4. So, pinaghiwalay na siya dito. Now, we can divide out common factors na. So, ano yung nakikita nyong common from the numerator and denominator? Dito man yan sa unang RAE o cross cancellation man yan. So, sa cross cancellation, may makakancel tayong x plus y. So, that will become 1. And again, yung 4 natin, pwede ring makancel. So, that will also become 1. So, 1 times xy is xy. Over 1 times 4 is 4. Then, on our second RAE, we have 1 over 1. So, ito po siya. Then, we multiply these two. Since 1 lang ito, 1 times x, 1 times y is still x and y. So, that is x minus y all over 4. Ayan. So, that is the final answer for example number 3. Okay, so for example number 4 naman tayo, we have here x squared minus 2x all over 2x squared plus x minus 15 times 2x squared minus x minus 10 all over x squared minus 4. So, baka unang tingin nyo pa lang, umayaw na kayo. No, you still have to follow the steps to arrive on the final answer. So, una, kailangan nating ma-factor yung mga factorables natin. So, ano-ano nga ba ang ating factoring techniques para dyan? So, this one is factorable by GCMF kasi common sa kanila yung x. Then, the denominator here is factorable by general trinomial. A is greater than 1 kasi po 2 yung ating numerical coefficient ng first term is 2. And also, since ito ay 2 din, ito ay factorable din by general trinomial, a is greater than 1. And then this one, binomial siya, difference siya, and may square root siya. So, siya ay factorable by DOT. Now, let's start factoring. So, ano nga ba ang magiging factor ng ating numerator if we factor out the greatest common monomial factor? So, x is the GCMF, divide out x in these terms, so that will become x times the quantity of x minus 2. For the denominator, we have 2x squared plus x minus 15. The factors are the quantity of 2x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 3. And then, here naman, we have the quantity of 2x minus 5 again times x plus 2. And then, on the denominator, dahil DOTS nga siya, square root of the first term, square root of the second term, then isang plus at isang minus. Now, pwede na tayong mag-cancel dyan. Cross-cancellation man yan or hindi. So, ano yung mga pwede natin ma-cross-cancel? Muna, we have x minus 2, x minus 2. So, that will become 1. Another is 2x minus 5 and 2x minus 5. The answer is 1. Meron pa ba? Yes, we have x plus 2, x plus 2. That will also be 1. Now, multiply the remaining factors. We have x times 1 is x, and then 1 times x plus 3. So, 1 times x is x. 1 times 3 is 3. So, x plus 3 pa rin siya. Then, dito sa ating second RAE, na-cancel na lahat. So, pag pinag-multiply natin yan, we have x all over x plus 3. So, the simplified form of these RAEs ay ito lang pala, kapag na-simplify na. So, hindi natin pwede i-cancel yung x na yan, kasi hindi naman siya common factor. So, wala na tayong factors dito, kaya this is the final answer. Now, for the last example, example number 5. So, in this case, we have a minus b all over y times x all over b minus a. So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo ng special case. Ano po? So, kapag may special case tayo, di po ba natatandaan nyo sa simplifying automatically, that is negative 1. So, ganun pa rin po yun dito. So, yung isa dyan ay magiging negative 1. Yung isa ay positive 1. Then, multiply na natin yung remaining factors, numerator by numerator. So, negative 1 times x is negative x, and then y times 1 is y. So, the final answer is negative x over y. This will be the last example for our multiplying rational algebraic expressions.